What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another top 5 designs, where today we are going to be taking a look at storage room designs. Now guys, all of these designs are done in vanilla Minecraft with absolutely no world edit and are purely for your guys' inspiration. Now guys, I hope you enjoy and let's get straight into the designs. So here we are with the first design. Now this is a traditional style storage room and it is made by Epica. Now the first thing you notice when you go into this room, guys, is there is a lot of storage. Now that is definitely what you want in a storage room. You want to get as much storage as possible but still making the room look nice. This is a very simple storage room. It's mainly just focused on the storage around and giving you the essentials of what you need in a storage room. So you have lots of chests around the side, you have your item frames to mark out your chests, you have a nice fireplace here just to add an extra little bit of detail, and you also around the sides here you have a bunch of furnaces so you can smelt your ores. You also have an ender chest and an anvil and a crafting table there, and then the other side over here is just mirrored the same as that side as well, just to add that extra little bit of detail to the room so it didn't look too plain. Added some pillars down here with some nice upside down stairs with some dark oak logs and just some framing around the top there as well. It's important to add these extra little bits of detail into your room when you're making a storage room, because a storage room is something that can be very plain and very hard to make look nice. So if you add these extra things like beams and fireplaces to your storage room, you'll get a nice detail to your room and it'll make it look a lot more interesting. So moving on to the second design, guys, and this is a very unique style storage room and it is made by Sniper. Now the first thing you may notice when you go into this room is the use of quartz blocks. It's a very bold color scheme with the white and the red, and I like it. I like using quartz in my builds and I definitely take some inspiration from this. Now if we start on the left hand side, we have a bunch of storage. Once again, you need to try and get as much storage as you can in your storage room. So that is the main point to these guys, is to show you ways that you can get as much storage in your rooms and still have a nice looking room. Now I like this side how he's separated single chests here from double chests, because sometimes you may just need a single chest to store little items. And then over here we have the ender chest right here. I like the way it's got the framing around it where it's just making it like a little bit of a focal point right here. Over here we've got double chests faced next to each other like that, and you can do this with regular chests and trap chests. You can put them next to each other and put them into the wall, and it only takes like a 1 block gap, so you can put the item frames on it right there. If we go into the middle here, we have a big furnace wall. Important to have a lot of furnaces in your storage room so you can smelt all your ores and stuff like that, again with the anvil in the middle there just finishing it off. And we have the double chest area again over here. A nice little feature right here, having your armor stand. I think armor stands are a very underused item when it comes to storage room. This is a place where you can store your armor. You can just put it on there. This is like a huge nice enchanted set of armor which you could just take off there by right clicking and put it on there when you don't want to use it. And then over this side again we have the mirror image of that side where we just nice separated chests that you can keep all your items nice and organized. And then in the middle we have just a little tiny potion area with some water underneath so you can fill up your bottles, and altogether it's a very nice complete storage room. So moving on to the third design, guys. Now this is more of a medieval style storage room and it is built by Undead Gaming. Now one thing I noticed about this room when I first go into it is the shape of the room. It's a very long style storage room and I think this would look good in like some sort of basement of a castle or something like that. Once again, if we start on the left hand side right here, you can see he's utilized the space very well by using the double chest trick where you can place normal chests and trap chests next to each other, and it kind of goes back into the wall like that, and it's nicely organized with all the different items right there. You can see you have swords, armor and stuff like that, and your ores as well. Got a nice armor stand right there in the middle to store all your enchanted armor. Over here we have a tiny little potion area where you get some little chests above it to store all your potion items. You got the water below it so you can get your water bottles, and a crafting table here just so you could craft your stuff as well. This is a cool way to hide your crafting tables if you don't have any place to put put them, you could just put them in the floor like that and it still looks very nice. And if we go to the middle of the room right here, we have our ender chest, a nice little focal point of the room, makes it look very mysterious, especially with the particles coming out of it like that. A lot of detailing around here, which looks pretty good. And if we go over to the right hand side of the room, we have our furnace wall with some hidden chests up in the corner which you can open right there. And then we have the wall of furnaces. Again, very important to have a lot of furnaces in your storage room to smelt your ores very easily, so you're not at any inconvenience. So if we keep going on down here, guys, it's a mirror image of the other side. Again, very well organized chests using the double chest trick with some nice detailing around it. And then we have an armor stand in the middle to store your enchanted armor. Very nice room, very well put together. I like the theme. It reminds me of something you would have in a castle or something like that. A very nice storage room. So moving on to the fourth design, guys. Now this design is a modern style storage room and it is built by myself and Epica. Now some of you may remember this style storage room. It's very reminiscent of the storage room that I have in my Chaos Craft LP, and I wanted to add this in here because it's a pretty nice modern style storage room. And now modern storage rooms are very hard to do. Use very minimalistic style, so it's hard to have a nice storage room. So I think it came together pretty nicely. Over here we're utilizing a lot of space for storage. As you can see, the ceiling is quite high and we have a lot of chests, which gives you a lot of possibilities to organize your stuff and organize it very nicely. And in between the chests right here we have armor stands, so you can store all the different types of armor that you have. And just above that we just have a nice little shelf area just to put some extra bit of detail with some flower pots around there. Now if we check out the back of the room right here, we have a little kind of furnace area here. Once again, a lot of furnaces so you can smelt all your ores. And then either side of the furnace area right there we have the anvil and the ender chest as well. And if we go over to this side of the room, again we have a bunch of storage. So the more storage the better, guys, so you can organize your stuff and still make it look nice if you use a similar design to this. We have some shelves up at the top to add some extra bit of detail and some more armor stands around, so you can put as much armor as you can around your storage room. Now in the center of the room here, guys, we have a little potion station, which I think looks very nice. We've got some water underneath some glass just to add an extra little bit of feature right there, and I think it looks really nice, like a little rug or something like that. And this potion area, again, you can click underneath the stairs to fill up your water bottles and start brewing, and it will look very nice. So yeah, guys, I like the way this storage room came together and I think it looks very nice for a modern storage room. So moving on to the fifth and final design, guys. Now this is a traditional / realistic style storage room and it is made by Luis. Now I have to say this is probably one of my favorite because I do like the realism to it. And if we look in the middle of the room right here, we have some seats, and this is what I like, guys. It's not just a plain storage room filled with a ton of chests. We've got some nice features in it to make it actually look like a room, so you don't have to have a bunch of chest area. But still, once I say that, we're on the sides of the room right here, we still have a lot of storage for all your storage needs. We have the ender chests over here, and we also have some furnaces over there to smelt your items as well. If we check out the back wall over here, this is a very nice feature. Putting the armor stands in kind of this glass cabinet, it makes it look like a trophy cabinet or something like that. We have a nice moose head at the top right there, and on to the side of that area we have a little potion area right here with your cauldron and your brewing stand. And on the opposite side over here we have our crafting table, brewing stand, and another ender chest up the top there with some more furnishes here to just finish off that side of the room. And again, this side is a mirror image of this side right here. We have plenty of storage for your storage needs, and we have an anvil right there in the corner. This is why I like this room, guys, because it's very realistic, something that you wouldn't expect to see in a survival house, but it would still work. It looks very nice as a room and as a storage room. So guys, there we are with the top 5 storage room designs. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and got tons of inspirations for storage rooms of your own. Storage rooms is one of the hardest things to decorate in Minecraft, because usually you just think to fill it with a bunch of chests, but I wanted to show you that you can still make nice storage rooms for your houses. So guys, put in the comments of what your favorite storage room design was today. If you want to make your own storage room with different elements of each of these rooms, make sure you tweet them to me at Biggs87X. But guys, thank you so much much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in another top 5 designs. And final design, guys, and this is a modern style bathroom, and this is built by myself. Now what I wanted to do with this bathroom, I wanted to kind of have a luxurious kind of bathroom, something that you'd see in a mansion. And what I decided to do with this, I decided to make the bath area the main